Hello, everyone. Welcome to All New York Sports Talk, our new podcast that will be running, and we'll be talking about all New York sports. My name's John, and on Instagram, I run some sports accounts. My biggest account right now is ny.rangers.coverage, and I run two other accounts. I run a Mets account called Mets Report Updates, and I also run a Jets account called nyj.report. Um, to start off, we'll be introducing ourselves. So I'm gonna hand it over to Marcello. He'll introduce himself. Then we'll move on to Sal and Lewis.
Hello, everybody. My name is Marcello, and used to run an account on Instagram, which I still use, but don't really post anymore. New York Sports Updates 26. But I'm just a big sports fan, Rangers, Mets, Jets, Knicks, and I'm excited to get this podcast going. Love talking about my team, so I can't wait to get going.
Hi, my name is Louis Fazio. I'm ready to get this going.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Sal. I run two accounts on Instagram, Yankees News Updates, and I'm the other owner of New York NYJ Report. And I'm a Yankees, Jets, Knicks, Rangers fan, and ready to get this podcast going.
All right, cool. So the first topic we're gonna be discussing is Trevor Bauer, who today signed the 3-year, $103 million contract with the Los Angeles Dodgers. When it was reported by Bob Nightingale that he was going to sign a deal with the Mets last night, he literally tweeted that the Mets and Trevor Bauer have a deal in place. When it was later reported by other reporters that was that was not the case, and overnight, we like we were wondering if he would actually sign with the Mets, but it pushed in to Friday, and it went up to Friday afternoon, and it was announced by John Heyman that he was going to the Dodgers, and pretty upsetting as a Mets fan. I really thought we were gonna get him, but we lost out on another big free agent. First, George Springer, who I thought the Mets really should have signed. Now, Trevor Bauer, who they also won at hard, but they lost him to the Dodgers. But this time, unlike the last, for Springer, they were outbid by the Blue Jays. But for Bauer, they gave more than the Dodgers. I believe they offered him 105 million, and the Dodgers offered 2 million less. But I think he wanted to go back home and pitch for the Dodgers, so he just went there, which is pretty upsetting. I'll let Marcello chime in on it because he's the other Mets fan here.
Yeah,
Oh
so
man.
it was tough to get the. I was actually watching another a new YouTuber for the Mets, Wardy, and he's been doing a pretty good job. So I was watching that stream. I can't believe I sucked myself in, and then just to get our hearts broken. I really thought Bauer was going to come, especially he was hyping us up all off
Yep.
season. Beginning of off season, when we got our new owner, Steve Cohen, he was saying so much nice stuff. And then after we got Lindor and Carrasco, he made a video after that and talked about how they were good teammates or whatever. You would think, maybe he would join the Mets. But no, he decided to go back home, go to the Dodgers. Very frustrating. I mean, I understand, but the problem is not that he went to the Dodgers the way that he did and the trolling that went on from
Yeah.
him, his agent, whatever, the media, all through the past couple of weeks, seeing that the Mets are the favorite. The Mets are the favorite. People, these sources saying, oh, the Mets got him. Bob Nightingale, we don't even want to talk about this guy. The only thing I'll say about him
He's
is
a
he's
joke.
fired. He should not be allowed to write for baseball again. Worst reporter in sports. It's a joke that he's even allowed to make up all this stuff that doesn't even happen. But just very frustrating how this all went down. Hours before there was reportedly merch that on his website said LFGM, Mets merch. I'm sorry, okay? Don't tell me there wasn't a troll job. I just saw a tweet actually from it was before from his agent, Rachel Luba, Mets fans. Y'all will forever hold a special place in my heart. Thanks for all the great memes and photoshops. You can hate us, but we still love you.
Oh,
And then good response by Craig Carton, pretty tone deaf to say that but all good. Got your client better deal, and that's your job. Wonder if the Mets ever negotiate in good faith with you again. Some teams are very sensitive to getting trolled in the manner they did. The Mets definitely got trolled. They got what's the word? The second time this happened, we got
Used pretty much
there we go. That was the word I was looking for. We got used twice.
for more money.
When we were going after Springer, the Mets made their final offer, and that they were at least told by Springer that last offer, and then he reportedly went back to the Blue Jays for more, and he did get that extra $25 million. And looking back in hindsight, I'm getting very more angrier that we did not offer that extra 25 million because George Springer was worth it. Guy's a playoff performer. I understand, he was involved with the cheating scandal, but this year he had by far the best year for the Astros. As their other guys were struggling, like Altuve, Bregman, Springer
All of those
had
guys.
another good season. So looking back now, the Mets made a huge mistake to let him go. And I could probably point to why they didn't go as aggressive. Sandy Alderson, I think his number one target all offseason was Trevor Bauer. He talked him up early on as well. He liked his attitude. He thought he was good for New York. He really thought that he could get Bauer here. And I think right now that the front office is hurting. I believe that they thought they got Bauer.
Mhm.
There was sources today that said that the team believed things were promising. They thought, cautiously optimistic or whatever, but it wasn't meant to be. Bauer, use the Mets, straight out, use the Mets.
Mhm. Yeah, we can also put some of these tweets up on the screen when we edit it. You guys probably seen them, but we can show them on the screen as well.
Yeah, because he just completely used us we made an offer probably 2-3 weeks ago, they were saying, and he was, it was really just between the Mets and the Dodgers. The Angels were on the periphery, Blue Jays, I guess, but really it's been down to these two teams for a while now. Trevor Bauer is from SoCal, group of Dodgers fan, and in a video he talked about some of the things that he was looking for in free agency, and one of the things that caught me, he said geography doesn't matter.
Mm.
East Coast, West Coast, big market, small market. No, that
Looks
was
like that's a lie.
that was a complete lie. Geography did matter. He wanted to go to the Dodgers. He was going there. He was waiting for the Dodgers to make an offer close, which they did. $2 million short. That's nothing. Okay, and if I was in that situation, I would if I was in the MLB and it was between the Mets, my obviously my hometown team, the Mets and somebody else, I would be waiting for the Mets to match the offer too. And if they did, I'd go to the Mets. But it's just the fact that the Mets were completely, trolled. That they thought they were getting him. They believed they were, and they were used for a couple weeks. Their offer was there. He was just waiting for the Dodgers to creep in, and they did,
Yep.
and they got him, and now he's a Los Angeles Dodger. So
I it's kind of disappointing because I feel like if we got one of the two of Springer or Bauer, we would have definitely put ourselves as a World Series contender, which I can't say right now, and we definitely would have been I think we would have been the favorites for that division. But now without them, I think it's the Braves division to lose. That team's really good. Don't get me wrong, we had a great offseason, but like those guys would have put us over the top, no doubt.
yeah, I agree. The Braves now they just resigned Ozuna. I would
Mhm.
have had them as the favorite no matter what we did. I would
Yeah.
just put them as the favorite because they won the division the last 2 years. But at the end of the day, we didn't get any of the big top three free agents: Springer, Bauer, Realmuto. No, we got Lindor. I'm not. We did, like you said, we had a great offseason.
Yeah.
It's not done, and the Mets are not done. I believe they're going to keep going. But getting one of those guys would have put us over the top for the division, and you also would have kept them away for a team you're chasing, the Dodgers. But no, now the
Exactly.
Dodgers, who just won the World Series, got even better, and now I don't know how we're gonna beat them. It's just gonna be
That
tough.
team's nasty.
I don't even know how the Dodgers got into Bauer.
Yeah. I know, Sal, you and Lewis are Mets fans.
Yeah.
But like, you guys can chime in on Bauer signing with the Dodgers and like, how do you
Um.
guys feel like that'll shape the league now? The Dodgers won the World Series last year without Bauer. Now that's the last Cy Young winner. Yeah, it's a short season. I know that, but like,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on that?
Um. It definitely put them further as favorites for the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, his only really good year was, I mean, he had great years, but like last year in the 60 game season with the Reds, he pitched really good, won the Cy Young.
Mhm.
But then before that, he was like kind of shaky. And I don't know,
Yeah, you could
maybe it
say he's
was
a little overrated.
maybe the soft schedule made him really good because he was on the Reds. He played not really great teams.
Hmm.
So
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
I
like it
mean,
might put them over the top if they like either go against a team like if they gotta play a team like if they're playing the Yankees, they may have the advantage because they
Hmm.
have a bunch of good pitchers, and if they need that one guy, they'll probably go to either um if they don't want to go to Kershaw, they could go to Bow.
Yeah, that rotation's definitely nasty.
Or
yeah,
Gonsolin or David Price. They have a
yeah,
whole
they
bunch
have
of guys.
or that guy Uris. He's pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah, exactly. Now a couple of those guys are going to be bumped to the bullpen, but like their pitching is insane.
Yeah,
The bullpen got
Dustin
better.
May looked pretty
Oh
good
my God,
last
yeah.
year.
Man,
I'd rather be in.
insane. I mean, they just got an amazing team. The
Good
rich get
bullpen.
richer. They just blew past the luxury tax. I think they're at like over
Yeah,
240 now. They
it's
just blew
crazy.
that by because they want to win again. They want to build a dynasty.
Then you see the Yankees are staying under luxury tax.
Yeah. How do you? Yeah. Well, I guess we can go into that. How do you feel? How you feel
Yeah.
about the Yankees off season so far? Them wanting to stay under the luxury tax, and not completely going
Yeah,
above
well,
and
what,
beyond. I guess you
well, what
have.
the Yankees fans talk about
Well,
their off season. Now, then we'll go back to the Mets
I
and what they should do
mean,
next.
staying under lucky track is stupid because I mean the Dodgers just won it all last year and they're well over it with signing Barrow now. So
Mhm.
it's just it should like I don't know, it's just stupid from Hal and Cashman. But I mean our off season was good. We re-signed DJ 90 million
Yeah.
That was a great
for
deal.
six
Deal.
years.
Yeah.
No steal. People were saying he would go over 100 mil. We got him for 90.
Hmm.
And then that whole drama with DJ getting frustrated with the Yankees,
Yeah.
visiting other teams. I mean,
I think it
it
was.
was, yeah.
Yeah, because basically I feel like a long period the Yankees were silent because basically I mean like basically similar to Sandy Alderson, I guess Cashman was waiting for DJ to because I mean like because that was their top priority. So I guess
Hmm.
they're waiting to give him the contract they wanted and obviously they were able to agree the terms of a contract.
Patience worked out for them. They got their
Yeah.
deal for him.
And
90 million.
that trade for Jameson Tyone was high risk, I mean high reward because he's coming off his second Tommy John surgery this year.
Mhm.
So I mean, and he's shown good potential. He has high potential. So I mean,
Mhm.
You guys turn
hopefully it
around
works
Cole.
out. The
So
top three in that rotation, if all healthy, are deadly. Cole, he just keeps on showing every year that he's the second best pitcher in baseball.
thank you. Thank you.
And then you got Kluber, who just was amazing. Well, with the
Friday.
Indians, and then went to Texas, got injured, was out the whole year.
But when he's healthy, he's
Yeah.
good though. When he's healthy,
yeah.
he's
But
good.
when he's healthy, yeah, he's great. And then
Well, I mean,
got
Severino when he comes, but he's expected like late summer, so that might be August.
yeah,
I,
hopefully, yeah,
I
because
wonder why his rehab has been so long. And didn't he get
yeah, that's kind of nerve wracking. I
February?
don't know, man.
February of last year? First of all, he should. I remember like he had like they did in like what is it, October, he like went to get checked and they didn't,
Yeah,
like he could have got the Tommy John earlier on and
yeah.
he should have been
Mm.
fine by now. But I
Mm.
don't know why they waited so long.
Well,
And then Syndergaard obviously got it in March or no, April.
And he looks like he's gonna get back faster. He's on.
Hopefully on track now. We gotta
Knock on wood. Yeah.
hopefully-
Yankees also got relief pitcher Darren O'Day.
Mhm.
He's a sidearm pitcher. He's pretty good. Nice replacement for Ottavino, which we traded to the Red
Weird
Sox
trade. Weird trade.
for a salary dump because he owed a lot of money.
But I feel like a big question mark would be Domingo Herman because
Oh yeah, definitely.
only because with everything, where does he stand on the team? Like how would
Yeah,
he be approached the fact that after everything that happened, like I don't know if they would
yeah.
want to bring I don't know if they want to bring him back.
I mean, I think they do, but I'm sure they don't like what he did
Yeah.
because that was
You
just
know,
not okay.
Would it be the first?
But I mean, he still before he hit his I think it was his girlfriend at a CC Sabathi's event, like before he retired. He showed out to be good. I think he won what? Like he got double digit
Showed
wins.
promise.
he won like I think it was like
Um,
18-6.
Yeah,
Yeah, he had
was
high
pretty
wins.
good. But then he just threw it all away. But hopefully he can at least put what he did to the side and show that he's still a good pitcher.
Yeah, because I mean because basically with stuff like that, just like just put it to the side, like basically like the whole Chapman situation
Yeah.
a few years ago.
It was just,
Um. So, how do you guys think the Yankees do in the AL and in the AL East? They're obviously the favorites in the AL. The Blue Jays. I see the Blue Jays being good, but like,
Blue Jays are gonna be good. Yeah,
Well,
they
the Blue
might.
Jays are going to be a threat. They're
Yeah.
going to be a
Yeah.
threat.
do
I
how do you
mean,
guys?
they really need just pitching, and that team's just. I mean,
And
that
that team-
offense is just
They have a
amazing.
very good future. Yeah.
the Blue Jays are going to be a
They
huge.
they need their rotation is. It's not. I mean, it's not that. It's not good.
Yeah, it's not good because
I like
because
Nate
they
Pearson.
have great
Pretty
offense.
good.
Yeah. He's Tanner Roark is just like
He's meh.
They got a lot of like they just pick up Mats. They
Yeah.
got Roark.
Oh,
Reed
yeah.
was an ace. Well, he pitched like an ace.
I
last
mean,
season. See how it does in a full
for the
season.
Rays, they obviously took a step back with
Yeah,
Yo,
They
Snell
kinda-
trade to San Diego.
I don't know why that team always does that. They went to the World
Yeah.
Series and they look like they're trying to rebuild now or something. Get rid of Blake Snell.
They're
Yeah,
poverty.
Poverty, yeah, literally.
Honestly, I can't
they're
say
already-
anything bad about. I can't say anything bad about the Rays because you don't know what that team. I mean, Kevin Cash and company is just
Yeah, they can win any
like
year.
nobody's in stars.
yeah,
Exactly.
because like
Their pitching
Because,
staff was amazing
that
last
guy
year. Their offense, they
uh,
had no one on offense. In comes Randy Rosarina in October and goes
Yeah.
off.
Unbelievable.
yeah, that guy just goes off. He just
Now,
gets like so many home runs and stuff, like getting a lot of hits. So,
now I don't think he's gonna. He's not gonna be that dominant this year. Probably not. I mean, he had a great postseason, but
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Rays are still at that number 2 spot. Even, I mean, I don't think they can win the division
Nah.
unless the Yankees get, bearing any injuries. Well,
God forbid.
You better hope. I know you guys probably don't want to say anything, but
If
how
that-
how do you like your chances for the World Series possibly?
Ooh,
I'm probably not gonna get that out of you guys. I don't wanna jinx it.
if everyone's healthy and good,
Yeah,
I
like if
see
everyone,
us-
yeah,
competing with the Dodgers, I mean,
That's gonna be tough.
yeah, because I feel like if anybody in the world, I feel like the Dodgers would be more of like a threat if the Yankees go against them in the World Series. I feel like the Dodgers would be more of a threat, but like you never know. Teams could like you could have a team because you could have a team like the Braves just go on fire against them.
Rays are pretty good too. Or Rays.
Braves, yeah,
Baseball is baseball because it's just unpredictable.
yeah.
Anybody can be anybody in the series. You know, beat.
It's not like the NBA where
The
Exactly.
Nationals, look what
James
they
Harden
did.
and
Yup.
Kyrie Irving
Exactly.
against the Hornets. Like,
And obviously, it's the number 1 seed against the number 8 seed.
Yeah.
Obviously, the number 1 seed is winning 10 out of 10.
Every year. Yeah.
and
Baseball,
you can already predict LeBron's gonna. I mean,
exactly. He's going to go to the finals. And so it's just predictable.
Baseball, it's anything can happen.
baseball is. You can have the best team,
Yeah.
best pitching
That's what I
staff,
love about the game.
best coaching.
Exactly. There's a bunch of
And
factors
just-
in.
You could all blow up in your face.
Yep. Anybody can win in the playoffs. You just got to get in. Teams get hot. The Nationals got hot in 2019.
Oh,
They weren't the best team that year. They beat the Dodgers. Okay, they ran through the Cardinals and they took the Astros to 7-1. So, and obviously the Mets in 2015, we just
Oh my
not
God.
lightning in a bottle. Look at the guys we had in that. Wilmer Flores at shortstop. Tejada was actually the first starting as shortstop.
I miss that guy, bro.
I mean, Darno was doing good. We got Grandy. I mean, there was a lot of weakly offensive guys in that team. The bench was bad.
It made it work.
David Wright, yeah. I mean, so anybody can win in the playoffs. So the Rays, they'll have a chance, but I don't know. I mean, they always find a way. It seems that front office is good front office. They'll pick up some guy off the scrap heap, like they picked up freaking Walker. He'll end
Oh
up.
my God. Cy
He's
Young.
gonna-
He's gonna win the Cy Young or something.
just because he went to that team and left the Mets, but
All right, so
Toronto
pretty-
will be a threat in the future for sure in that division.
yeah, so we pretty much covered baseball, but we can speak about what the Mets can do next after missing out on Bauer for a couple minutes. So I'll start off by saying that I think the Mets got to get a center fielder. That's been a need the whole offseason. Well, obviously we wanted Springer. We know that didn't happen, but now we got Jackie Bradley Jr. out there. That I'm hearing he's asking for like a big contract. I'm not a fan of that honestly, but if he
I wouldn't.
leave him
Yeah.
on a short-term deal, I'd definitely do that because that guy's insane defensively. His bat's not decent, but like he's a good defender. I also want them to look at maybe third base, but I heard they're sticking with JD. But I want Bryant honestly. I don't see him going for that though. And also I think they need another starter.
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
JBJ, yeah, like you said, he's asking for, I guess, 4, even maybe 5
Way
years,
too much.
over 50 million.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to get that. But then again, there's a lot of teams interested in him, but nobody's going to pay that. I say he'll probably max out at 40 to 45 million dollars. I see the Mets. I think they'll be in there. I don't know if they'll end up getting
Mhm.
him. The Giants are also interested in him, so they could get him. But we do need a center fielder. Obviously, he's the best one on the market, and that's why now I'm getting even more frustrated because we didn't get Bauer. That we lost out on Springer. He would have been our solution for the next 6 years, or at
Yeah.
least 4. We got some Pete Crow Armstrong in the system. Hopefully, he comes up, but that's
years from now.
3 years
Mhm.
away. So you think Springer would hold down the fort for at least 4 years, and maybe declines the last 2 years, or whatever. He would have been that righty bat, center field.
Yep.
I mean, it was just, I'm thinking about it now, and I'm just getting more frustrated that we didn't pick him up. But you got Jackie Bradley Jr. there maybe. But what I want to do is I want to get Bryant. I
Mhm.
didn't really want it before, but now I'm saying F it. Let's go
Out
get
of
it.
desperation, yeah, for
Yeah,
missing out on
or
everyone.
Turner. I don't know if he wants to leave the Dodgers. Then again, they're way over the luxury tax.
Oh,
But I mean,
yeah.
it's already over. What are they just gonna stop there? No, they'll bring back Turner. He'll probably want to stay there. I don't see him leaving the Dodgers for us. He's not gonna do that. So
Mhm.
I think Bryant is a big option. I know they said they might want to keep JD there, but his defense is I think he'd be a good bench guy. Move him around for some days,
Yep.
I guess. So I get Bryant, and then I pick up Marvin Gonzalez for the bench.
He's good.
He's been a good bench.
Yeah, I forgot to mention him.
Good utility.
The last couple of years. So I pick him up. Maybe JBJ for center. Actually, no, I wouldn't do that. I'd probably get a righty like an Almora.
Almora's up there.
Yeah, or I guess maybe possibly bring back Marisnik unless you go for a
Mm.
trade. But if you're getting Bryant and you're getting Gonzalez, that's probably going to eat up a good chunk. So Bryant's got 19 mil. Marwin probably going to get 8 to 11, you would think. I mean, hope cheaper. So that's probably about $30 million there. The Mets were about to offer 40 to Bauer. So you think they have at least $10 million there to spend on a pitcher? I mean, if they want to get a quality pitcher, Order Rizzi might require like 15, a little probably less than that. I'd go after Taiwan Walker, honestly.
Yeah.
That would be a good fit
Rizzi.
for us. Or Order Rizzi, and if not, Paxton too. And then if they can unload Familia or Betanzas, I'd go get Trevor Rosenthal to finish the bullpen because we've added a couple bullpen pieces. But again, every year the Mets they add a piece, but it's
Someone
proven.
underperforms usually.
Yeah, I think our bullpen's good. It's probably one of the better in the leagues if they
Yeah.
perform. If they perform to what to the back of their baseball card says. Diaz had a great year last year.
Mm-hmm.
Lugo's going back in the rotation full time. He was obviously
You mean the
been
bullpen? Yeah.
for us. Trevor May we signed. That was a great signing. So Aaron Luke for as our lefty in the bullpen, and
He's very
obviously
good.
guys like Familia, Betanzas, as back end guys, not terrible, and hopefully if they perform like they're supposed to, they can be reliable guys. And then you have some depth. We got a lot of depth. Miguel Castro, Sam McWilliams, a free agent we signed to a pretty big contract for somebody that never got past, I think, like AA or whatever. So, maybe he surprises, like, the Rays always pick up these guys off the scrap heap. So maybe he can be something like that. Then you got Drew Smith, and who else we got? What other depth?
They got Loop. You got signed.
Well,
Loop.
yeah, I'm saying like I wrote them down. But we have a lot of depth pieces. So I think
This is the
we've had a
most
good
depth
offseason.
we've had in a
good
while.
offseason. What?
No, I just said this is like the most depth we haven't in a while. I'm pretty happy about
Yeah,
that.
you have
'Cause
great rotation depth. So
Yeah.
do the Yankees. We both have great rotation.
Peterson and Lucchesi. I think they could get another. Well, no, they're going to get one star, and then
yeah, one more starter.
maybe a little more depth because you can never have enough depth.
Yeah.
So far, so good on.
But I think if we add a little more, it could be a great off season, especially over these last couple of weeks. It's just been all bad news since.
Yeah, man.
We didn't mention not that it's been weeks now. The Porter,
Kane.
the Porter, Callaway, all this stuff. So it's just been a bunch of negative.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we need some positive news from the Mets, to say the least. Finish off that offseason strong, hopefully. Bring in some good
You
players.
guys should get Jake Odorizzi.
I'd be fine with that, but I've seen Andy Martino saying like we're not really interested in him. I don't know if we can. I don't know if he's right about that or not, but yeah, we gotta see.
Arrieta. If we get Arrieta, I'm done.
Yeah, I don't know about that move.
Wash.
That would not be a move I'd be happy about. He's like recently he's just been hurt every year, and he's been having a worse and worse year every year going forward.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you guys have any other points to make about the Mets or Yankees all season, or if not, we'll move on to basketball.
I think we for the rest of the off season, I think we need to target another bullpen a reliever, like maybe Trevor Rosenthal.
Yeah.
Or yeah, that's the only person who comes up top of my head. And then we just need, I guess we re-signed Gardner, the annual re-signing of Brett Gardner, 1 year. It's like
that's the contract he's been taking recently.
Yeah, Gardner's at the end of his role.
Not going to get much.
Yep.
And then, I mean, if you don't resign Gardner, you're still gonna. I would still go for outfield, or still go for another bat. So maybe well, Schwarber's gone. Yeah.
There's gotta be some depth piece you can acquire from a trade or something. Or
But I expect Gardner to be back.
Yeah, as a Mets fan, I don't even see Gardner on another team.
Yeah,
he's been.
I mean, it would suck to see him on another team, but we don't need him at all. I mean, his hitting is.
No, he's had some of his better last couple of years.
Yeah.
It's been like probably the best. I saw like the top 10 left fielders. What was it, WAR or something like stats, and Gardner was
been
in
raking.
Yeah, some stats.
I mean, with 2 strikes, that dude's pretty solid.
I gotta say, as a Mets fan, he kind of pisses me off when we play.
I know. He's a bomb.
Yeah,
Usually.
I
Um,
would say he's still a pretty good fielder. I mean,
Oh
And
yeah,
Yankee
like, and he's
players
very
are about
solid on
to
defense.
right
Like he
field.
like rarely makes an error, rarely.
mhm.
Yeah, true.
he's just a guy that you like to have on your team, leader on the
Yup.
team. I think. I mean, he's already been paid his whole career, so I think he'll take a veteran minimum, $1 million,
Yeah,
whatever it is. He'll be back with the Yankees. I can,
yeah.
almost
You
guarantee
don't,
that.
you don't want to miss out on those rages when he bangs his bat on the dugout.
Yeah,
Oh
Those
yeah.
that
are,
was fun. I mean, those are the best. Yeah,
yeah, that's
I
what
really
Gardner
came
loves
up.
to do. He's and Boone stands up for him and stuff
I
when he does
remember
that.
it. Yeah,
That's funny.
I mean,
All right,
yeah.
so anyway, we pretty much covered baseball off season. So now we can move on to the New York Knicks and the Nets. We'll start off. Most all of us in here are Knicks fans, but
Yeah.
we will be talking about the Nets too. But to start off, we'll start
You're-
talking about the Knicks. The Knicks so far this season have been kind of better than expected. Honestly, they're 10-13
Yeah.
right now, ninth in the East, and their last game they beat the Chicago Bulls, and the first half they were dominating, up by like 20, I believe. Then the second half they collapsed a little bit, but they held down the four and they got the win,
They
a
should
big
have
win
won
they
both
needed.
games against the Bulls.
Exactly, yeah. That
That would have
that
been.
that first game was they were never really winning. They came back in the fourth, but they couldn't pull it off. But I'm definitely happy what I've seen from with the Knicks with Tom Thibodeau
Oh
so
yeah,
far.
definitely. People
Oh yeah,
thought
he's
they
been.
would be.
Oh yeah, he's been great. He's been like great because you would have never, cause they would have never friggin' done that under friggin' David
Oh
Fizdale
my God, yeah.
or friggin'
Derek Fisher.
Jeff Horns.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the old
Jeff
coaches.
Hornacek, and like, and I know there were a lot of people out there. Oh, they should have gotten Kenny Atkinson. Kenny
Ha.
Atkinson wouldn't have done anything.
Dibs and his defense are
Yeah.
taking his team to the next level.
I mean, people thought this team would be garbage again.
Yep. That's what you
Racked up
expect out of the Knicks.
some wins, and I mean the East is weak, so we could easily
Playing tournament,
not
maybe,
easily, but
hopefully.
Yeah, yeah,
easily.
like just when like just get really hot and then like they'll be rising up the standings.
We can
Oh,
hope.
and Randall's just been amazing.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
play of
yeah,
Randall, I
Randall's
think he
been very
deserves
good.
to be an
We
all-star.
we
no doubt.
better get him. Like, I mean, we got RJ and quickly to help him out, but we need well, Beal said
Yeah,
he
the
wants to
trade.
stay in Washington, so maybe
Oh
not
yeah,
him.
we need
But
yeah, we need
Levine's out there. I mean, on the trade market, I think.
That would be huge.
Yeah.
Curry.
Yeah, some shooter. The Knicks need a shooter. That offense is so weak. They're winning these games by their defense, luckily.
Mm.
But they got to have a score of that offense to win some more games. For
Derrick
sure.
Rose had been mentioned
Yeah, I saw that as well.
from he's Thibs coached him, so
Mm-hmm. That
back
could
in
be a fit.
Chicago days.
I saw he's pushing for him.
What was that?
No, go ahead. No.
I was gonna say I've really enjoyed watching the Knicks this year.
Oh
Obviously,
yeah.
say that the past few years. This is the most I ever really watched the Knicks in like a while. It was a few years
Yeah.
ago when they started off really well and everybody was hyped, but then they fell off. This year, hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully we just can sneak in the playoffs because just the Knicks being in the playoffs. Look, I'm
Oh my
sorry,
God.
fans, but
Yeah.
it doesn't compare. The big three. I'm not going to hate on you guys, because you guys are a great team and you're probably heading your way to the NBA Finals. Hopefully, not winning it though. I'm sorry, but your defense is
Yeah.
good enough. But when the Knicks are in the playoffs, it's just something different. The feel is crazy. Hopefully, there's fans.
MSG
again.
vibe. Oh my
MSG
God.
is when
I
when
love that
MSG is when the Knicks are good, MSG is popping.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, like especially the game last year against Houston. That was
Oh my
probably one of
God.
my favorite games.
And they
Even if the Knicks are trash,
There's
it's
a
still
great-
packed stadium.
exactly. And as a Ranger fan, when the Rangers played the Garden, it's not the same feeling when I want the Knicks. I think the Garden is louder for the Knicks. I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like their basketball. MSG, the
I
Mecca.
mean, I mean, many people are into hockey, but
Mm-hmm.
it's
Yeah.
not well marketed.
Yeah,
Yeah, like but they're just like a lot more basketball fans in New York.
Yeah.
I feel like.
yeah, for sure.
That's right. If we could just freaking make the playoffs, I don't know if they're gonna trade for anybody. I don't want to be trading a lot of assets for like
Yeah.
if you're gonna get something, if you're gonna get a Levine, get him. But I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna cost too much. But we do need.
Mhm.
I don't want if they get like a score, maybe if they can pick up somebody that's
like a cheap option.
rental, yeah, like a cheap option that could score because we obviously do need some scorers to add with the young guys. But we can get in, pick up somebody like that. I don't know if we'll make it as currently constructed. I mean, I think we got enough talent. Some young guys. Randall, he's got to keep popping off, and quickly, man, what a beast!
Oh man,
What
that
a
guy's fun to
Oh,
watch.
what a
he will quickly when he just gets up the court. His little guy. He's not the biggest guy, but he's just so quick and smooth. And the floater, he just comes up the middle. The
Yeah,
little floater, or he gets
automatic.
long range threes. It's just.
That hypes me up.
Oh, I know it exactly. It's so high.
They gave him a D plus at
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
mention.
D plus.
They gave him a D plus at when he was just drafted.
He's a top 5 rookie right now.
Yeah,
D
Yeah,
plus.
it's a tough.
He's been amazing.
if he wins the
He's
rookie,
just.
Imagine a rookie of the year for the Knicks, man. Oh my god.
I mean, he needs a start. I don't know what Thibs
for
is
real,
doing.
Caden. I don't know
If
why
he
he
starts, he wins Rookie of the Year with no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Payne
No
is just
doubt.
Payne
Because
is
quickly is right behind Anthony Edwards and
yeah,
And Lamelo, yeah, those. I think it's Lamelo, Edwards, or Wiseman, and Quickly's up there too, top 5.
Quickly's definitely up there.
Yeah.
He
So
just needs a start, and
yeah. Because if quickly starts, then obviously because Tibbs plays like Randall and like Archer like 40 minutes a game. Because if you give the same minutes to like quickly, he'll just
he could
there is a
score
chance he
40,
could get
30
over 30
minutes.
points a game.
mhm.
I mean, the only thing I've seen from quickly is that like some games he'll be really good. Like he's had that. What was the game he had? He had over
He had a
20
31 points.
30 something points.
What was last
pretty-
week? Was it against
Yeah, he had like
Blazers.
31 points. Yeah, 31 points.
that big fourth quarter? Which you was that? Was
Almost-
that the game? Was that the
Yeah.
game? He won like 30, whatever, 20.
We were down like 25 points, and Quickly brought us back in that game. He went off like almost.
Yeah,
He got
that's-
30 something points.
He got us to within 2, and then they just collapsed. That's what's happened in a lot of games. Like the Knicks have been down,
Yeah,
they came back. Like
they
against the
fight.
Jazz. So they fought back. The Jazz, I think the Jazz too. They were struck early.
Yeah, the first one against the Jazz, they fought back.
Yeah, see, yeah, I remember that. So, and then some other games that they fought back, but they haven't been able to. Weren't able to complete it. But I love the fight in this team. The defense, they only gave up 75 points in that game against the Celtics. That was crazy. A lot of they're
Oh my
holding a
God.
lot of these good teams. The Clippers the Clippers who that
They fought though, man.
yeah,
that was a good game. It was
that was
won. We
It
could've
was
won.
winnable.
It was. The Clippers they're an insane team. They
Yeah.
would've missed. They couldn't miss a 3. They were shooting
Oh
every
my god.
and early in the first 2 quarters we were shooting 12 too. Everybody was and then the second half we kind of fell off.
Wore off a little bit.
But it's been a good season. Hope they continue it.
Yeah.
Hopefully Randall and Barrett continue to go off quickly.
a lot of young players, so you don't know if they could fall off second half of the year. Maybe,
Yeah.
hopefully, Randall can
Keep
lead
going.
the pack. If
Yeah.
hopefully we trade for someone else.
Yeah, we'll talk about the deadline real quick too, and who the Knicks should look at. So I like a few pieces. I don't see the Knicks doing it because I think it's smart that they should keep their picks for the future. But I think Levine is an option, Buddy Hield, who else? JJ Redick, Lonzo Ball package. I don't know about that one. That's like probably the most likely because it won't cost as much.
Yeah,
And I saw Victor Oladipo. I love those options, but I don't know. Maybe the Knicks should just keep their pick because
maybe they should just
they got the
And with
Mavs
the
pick.
Mavs,
That's looking
being-
great right now. That's a top 6
Yeah.
pick in the lottery right now.
with
The
the Mavs being
Mavs are a good team though. They can turn it
Yeah.
around, but hopefully it stays how it is. But like those are some of the options I would pursue.
It's very hard to get back if you're down in the
In the
Western
West, too.
Conference, It's very hard to get back.
Yeah,
into
because
the playoffs.
at the West you've got like a lot of great teams.
Every team is mostly every team is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine
You
we
get the Warriors back.
imagine we can make the playoffs and then get the #1 pick.
That'd be a dream. That'd be.
That's a dream.
Deserve that. I think we all deserve
That
it.
would be
No, go ahead. So, who do you guys want to
that would be
target?
just amazing if we
No,
made the
that would
playoffs
probably
and
be
Dallas did.
the sports news, probably
Oh my God.
of the year. Of the
Knicks
year.
make the playoffs. Get number
Win the
one.
finals and get the first.
Nah.
No, like I think that would honestly, that might be like in the news for a while. if
Just
the
make the
Knicks-
playoffs.
Yeah,
That's
just make
fine.
the playoffs.
#1 pick.
This
That I've been waiting for years.
Yeah.
Sorry to say it.
This
Mets
draft
fans,
is very
but This is a Knicks town.
Knicks playoffs and then Kate Cunningham.
Kid, that kid's insane. Yeah.
No. Imagine having because if Tibbs just doesn't if he doesn't start quickly, have quickly coming off the bench, and if they somehow get the #1 pick, you have friggin' Cade starting, and then
Oh my God.
that lineup, that's just a dream.
It is. Do you guys want the Knicks to pursue anyone in the at the deadline, or just stay pat and roll what they're going with
I
right now?
mean, I
I
would.
mean, that all depends what you gotta give
Yeah.
up. Like,
If you gotta give up, like,
obviously,
if they're asking for like RJ and
Nah, he's off limits.
We can't
quickly
sacrifice
or
anything.
I wouldn't give that up.
We're still
yeah, like, I
rebuilding.
wouldn't give up. Like, I
I
wouldn't.
think we need more like assets to trade for a big player.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
don't have,
I don't think
got
we
good
should.
enough.
I mean, maybe we could trade for Seth Curry. Maybe he wouldn't cost a lot.
Yeah, just like an asset, like a
Like,
good
yeah, like-
shooter.
Yeah, like a solid 3-point shoot because we need shooters. I mean, Payton can't shoot a three for
Oh my
his
God.
life.
Knox was, but he's been.
Knox,
He's out of the
he got in his
rotation
hot
now.
streak in the beginning of the year, but now it's just
Oh, no.
nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, like Knox's 3-point shooting is nowhere to be found.
yeah, he
Early on, it was, but
he was hitting his
he was-
shots.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
if
like
it's
his.
ready for the playoff push, that'll be fine. But not, I don't know if we're gonna. I don't think they're gonna be
I
getting
think
this guy yet.
I think he's gone at the deadline. Honestly, Knox.
What?
I think Knox has gone at the deadline. To be honest.
Probably, maybe they
Maybe.
could looking for somebody.
Yeah.
I mean,
The Knox might go.
I would think we would have to make a trade at the
Yeah.
deadline. Whether it's
Stuff. Nothing too crazy, but they want to make the playoffs, but they also don't want to,
Go crazy.
Yeah, like one want to.
because we're not good enough to do that yet.
Mhm. Sorry.
sorry about that.
Anyway, I think. Oh, real quick. The Knicks next game is on Saturday against the Portland Trailblazers. That'll be a big game to see where they finish in the East, because like they have a not finish but like place after that game, because lots of the teams are chasing have been losing recently. I saw the standings, like the teams they're chasing are like 10 and 12 right now. They're 10 and 13, and they're like one game out.
I pull up the standings right here. We're in 9th.
Yeah, we'll
In the-
throw that
we're
up
in
on the screen.
position for the play-in right now. It's the 10 and 8 teams get to the play-in. Hopefully, I mean, if we
Mhm.
somehow get into like 7th or 6th, we can. I mean, the Hornets, Cavs, and Hawks are all 10 and 12.
Literally the same record.
6, 7,
Yeah.
Up to the 6th seed is open. I'm not saying we get there, but like it's crazy
Wouldn't
out.
that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice?
The East is just
Terrible.
I mean,
Yeah,
the 1 through 5 teams they're like
really,
already set, but
Mhm.
like the other
6.
teams, the rest of the teams,
Yeah.
are just. I mean, first you got what? Milwaukee.
Milwaukee and Brooklyn. That's and Philly. No, Philly's up there right now. Philly's first.
Brooklyn. Now we're gonna get into this more, but they need defense.
Yeah, I think they can outscore people.
I don't know. I don't know why they traded Jarrett Allen.
Yeah, that's
I
one
mean,
guy.
I
with
don't
a
even know why
team.
they did the Harden deal.
I mean, they're
that's
going
make-
for the
Well,
championship.
yes, it makes your offense lethal, but I
Yeah.
mean, losing a key piece in Allen is.
Yeah, that was a big hit on their
But
defense.
if they trade for some guy like maybe Drummond,
Oh yeah, I saw those rumors as well.
Mhm.
I don't
The,
know if it'd be a trade. I think they might buy him out and he could just sign with the.
Oh yeah, you could.
yeah,
Yeah.
he wants to go there. I think the the net. What's the Nets? They're second place or not? I think they have 16 wins.
14.
17.
They're in third.
Third. They're close to first. So that I
They're
think
playing today. What's the score of this game?
yeah they're playing right now against
Oh
the
yeah, they are. Friday
Raptors.
night tonight.
Down by 2 in the fourth quarter.
Wow,
Against
that's
who?
that's a
Raptors.
game they should win. That's they gotta pull that off. But anyway, the Nets we know what to expect out of them. Championship contender right there. Probably gonna be top
Yeah.
2 in the East.
Yeah.
They've been as expected this year.
Mhm.
So we gotta
With
see
new
how
head
they do.
coach Steve Nash.
Nash, yep, he's got an easy job with that super
Yeah.
genius guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have to do anything. He just,
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't have to. You can't even really evaluate him as a good coach or not because
Yeah,
I mean,
But if anything,
You got KD, Kyrie, and Harden.
two
Like
future Hall of Famers, three future
Like-
Hall of Famers.
KD can almost all three of them can coach the whole team.
yeah, they control the team. They control what happens. They,
Yeah,
I don't even know.
Nash doesn't. I mean, he says most of the stuff because he's the coach, obviously.
Mhm.
But I mean,
In the back scenes. They-
Not much to do for
yeah,
that job.
Yeah,
But
but don't even get me started on friggin' Kyrie.
yeah, he's been Kyrie.
Kyrie.
He's been a head case, but when he's on the court, he's a top 2 point guard in the league.
When he shuts up and just plays,
Yeah, he's a difference
that
maker.
guy's amazing. Him and
I think-
KD and Harden.
I think everything's fine now with Kyrie. He was going through some
Yeah.
stuff, but
He was just waiting for Harden to get here.
yeah, but not
Maybe actually, maybe you're right.
nah. I don't know.
I
I think he
mean-
was going through depression or whatever, but I don't. I have no idea what it
That's
was.
what he says every year, right?
Yeah,
Because this is what happened January 6th. Whatever.
but everything. The Nets got their team intact and they're playing good basketball. So
Right.
that's pretty
Before-
much it for basketball. Unless you guys want to add anything else.
Can I
but-
say one more thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
Before ending this topic, do you guys think there'd be fans in the stands?
that's a
this
good
year
question.
for any team?
I'd hope so. Like maybe one more, like the last 2 months or something. I'd like there maybe require vaccine or something. I don't know. I'd love to see fans. I actually miss going to games and stuff and
I'm
watching.
pretty sure
on
for
TV.
baseball they're probably gonna have fans to start the season because it's still
Outdoors.
few months away. But they're already gonna have fans at spring training games.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's also, you got to consider the states. Florida.
Yeah, Florida.
Yeah.
they don't-
New York.
yeah,
Florida, obviously, they had fans for football the whole season.
yeah.
Yup.
They had for the Super Bowl.
They were having 30,000 at the Super Bowl.
That's crazy. Oh my
Well,
god.
I think like 8,000 are vaccinated healthcare workers.
Oh
but,
yeah, they're
Mm.
healthcare.
But the other 22,000 aren't. So, I mean, some
Mm-hmm.
probably vaccinated, but I don't care. I'm not. If they can't require a vaccine to go on. If they do, then I'm not.
Oh,
You, I wouldn't go because
Can't require. it.
yeah, I don't want to get political, but yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So, but I
Yeah,
hope,
don't go.
hoping again, it's New York, Cuomo, whatever. But hopefully, as John said, by the end of this, getting closer, they better be fans, even if it's limited
I miss
capacity.
them, man.
You
At
can
least
you know,
something.
5,000-6,000 fans at the Garden and Barclays. Do it.
That'd be loud enough.
Yeah,
Knicks
do
fan.
it.
Yeah.
I want to go, but then again, tickets will probably be through the roof
Oh
because
my God.
the Knicks tickets are already expensive as is, and then you consider it's
Oh, yeah, they're very
75%
overpriced.
less. It'd be geez, probably $300 a ticket.
Jeez.
I mean, they would drop on the game day, whatever. But
Yeah.
To be honest,
money is a greedy piece of garbage.
I haven't been to a Knicks game in a while, but I've been watching like every single game for years at home. The last Knicks game I've been to was like 2013 against the Clippers. I haven't gone to a Knicks game in a while, but like I'm
I went
still
to-
the freaking biggest fan you'll see.
I went to I haven't been to a Knicks game in a while, but I think I went back in 2013 or 14 against it was the Hawks.
Hmm.
And like that was
Probably.
fun. And then I don't know. I was like I wasn't really that big into basketball NBA for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and like back in like maybe 2017, I started to get like really back into it, but I don't know.
Yeah, we'd hope to see fans at some point,
Yeah.
but yeah, for the most part, that's that's the end of the basketball talk for this episode. But now we'll move on to hockey. We got some big hockey fans in here.
Yeah.
So we, me, Marcello, and Sal are the Rangers fans, and Lewis is the only Devils fan. so, well, you guys want to be fair and talk about the Devils first, since there's one person, or start with the Rangers?
I mean, we can go Devils first. I mean, they have a lot of.
There's a lot of
cool
news about that team, yeah. So
What do you
like,
think about how are you thinking about the
Yeah,
yeah, you can
they have like um as
COVID.
recent as today. I mean, yesterday. I think there was it was 16 players, but now another player was added.
Yeah, so it's 7.
Um, it was 17. Obviously, hold on, let me read the list of players.
Oh, they put
Yeah, they got a mess
Yeah,
with
they have a
COVID.
big list. Um,
Sucks.
Dmitry Kulikov was added. Um, Nate Bastian, Jesper Bratt, Connor Carrick, Nikita Gusev, Jack Hughes,
Oh my god.
Andreas Johnson, Dmitry Kulikov, Yannick Korkinen, Michael McLeod, Kyle Palmieri, Damon Severson, Igor Sharangovich, Todd Smith, Matt Tennyson, Sammy Vatanen, Zaka, and then Zajac.
That's like the whole the damn roster. Oh
Pretty
my
much
god.
like the Miami Marlins, if you
Yeah,
remember.
they
They
still ended
had
up making the playoffs somehow.
the first bad
yeah.
COVID case of the sport. Yeah.
I
Mhm.
mean, like, and also like basically, they're at this moment. There's really a lot of question marks. It's a lot
Yeah.
of question marks are getting lit up there.
That's
Um,
but how
um,
who didn't get who are the players that didn't get? I mean, first
PK didn't get it. Didn't go on.
PK.
Um, um,
Blackwood obviously just came off because he was on.
yeah, Blackwood
Exactly.
came
I
on.
wonder how many of them actually they're not gonna because they were added to the COVID list, but then I don't know if that doesn't mean all of them tested.
But like, I think one of like my big question marks, not only that how good they'll play once they get back, but but once they but if they don't cancel Tuesday's game against the Penguins, and if these guys are still on it, they're gonna have to call up
Oh my
like
god.
friggin' 9 guys. Like,
I don't know how they're gonna play if
Are
they
they
got enough guys.
are they actually considering playing like with like AHL players to just get back to playing, or are they gonna wait for everyone to get healthy?
No, I don't think if it's got 7 they lost. That's basically 17 of the 23
That's
guys that play.
yeah.
Oh my God, that's basically the whole team. I don't think it's worth it. Wait, an extra week. They would probably have to wait because the Avalanche aren't going to play to the 14th or something.
Oh my
so
gosh.
it'd be the same thing. And obviously, the Avalanche got the COVID problem too. The Wild, Buffalo, because the Devils probably gave it to Buffalo. Sewage Devils gave it to Buffalo.
Devils.
I wonder who started. I know Blackwood got it first, but then it's just crazy how it goes around. And then probably somebody else got it and didn't know maybe.
Yo.
and it spreads, and then it just
Exactly.
goes around.
On the team, then it's their protocols. They can say whatever they want. They say, you got to wear a mask. The team they got to wear a mask in the hotel together, but they're getting dressed in the same locker room. They're breathing the same air.
Yeah.
So it really doesn't matter. The team is the team. So
Mhm.
whatever.
Do you Louis? Do you think the Devils will keep their pace that they were playing with at before COVID, or do you think they'll fall off?
I mean that's basically a big question mark, but obviously I don't.
You'd
I
hope.
mean like they. I mean like that all depends because because players went on it at different times,
Hmm.
so obviously I mean like you don't know. Question mark is you don't know how, and basically it's you really don't know if like players like Smith is going to continue having a great start as he have because he was leading rookie of the year
He's been
offensively,
great.
and and if Hughes was having a good bounce back year so far. So basic question marks is if like if they'll get cold or like if somebody else has to like step in like
Yeah.
Palmieri or something.
Before they ended, I think they were like they had like 8 points, I think. They were doing pretty good, but obviously they
Yeah,
stopped.
they have 10
Oh,
points.
10, you're right. Yeah, we have this Rangers have the same amount. But like they were in a good position before they stopped playing. So you got to see how they do when they get back. So we can talk about the Rangers now, our team.
Well, we can quickly talk about the Islanders, I guess, and then go to the Rangers last.
All right, you wanna?
Yeah, because none of us are Islander fans, but we could just, I guess, I don't know.
Yeah.
You wanna
They,
start off?
Yeah.
I'll just say that I guess they've underperformed to this point.
Oh yeah.
So obviously they made the Eastern Conference Final last year. Um, but again, the whole problem has been their offense. They don't have enough offense. They didn't do much. They just brought back Barzell, some
Hmm.
minor guys, but their offense not enough. Their top line, Barzell, Eberle, and Nelson. I think it's the line.
Hmm.
That's one of the better lines in hockey, like statistically, I think it was. But everybody else, they're not a strong enough offensive team. Defensively, they got some good defensive guys. The goaltending, Sorokin, his first year hasn't done that great. I think he has a 365
Wow.
goals against average. Not great. Varlamov has been the starter. He started off with two shutouts.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
he shut out us, and then he shut
he
out.
dominated us.
He dominated us, but then he had a bad game against the Caps. They blew a 3-0 lead.
Oh my god.
More than like a 4 or 5 game losing streak right now.
They are a mess right now.
Against the Flyers, they came back down from 2 goals, and then they ended up losing in overtime. So they got a point, but yeah, then again, it's early in the season. Can't discredit them. They made the Eastern Conference Final last year, so they'll, they probably could get back in the playoffs. But right now, you've got Pittsburgh, Boston, Washington, and
The
Philly.
big four.
Yeah, those are probably going to be the 4 teams unless one of them falters.
Hopefully.
Washington is a lock. Philly, most likely a lock.
Boston, we don't know.
Yeah, Boston, they're getting older. So we'll see.
Boston has
Yeah,
Boston's
Boston.
top two right now.
Yeah, right now.
Because Boston, you got like basically their only young guy, who Pasternak.
Yeah, he's very good.
Oh my God, he's insane. And goaltending, Rask and Rask is gone. Halak and who's their other goalie?
No, I think Tuca's playing.
Yeah.
Oh, why did I say?
You're thinking of someone else. I don't know, but
No, but yeah, they got a good goalie tandem, but it's amazing. Yeah, those are probably going to be your top 4 teams in the playoffs.
yeah.
Rangers, I think we've been playing well right now. Obviously, we're going to start talking about
Yeah,
them.
we'll do
0-1 in their last 4 games, but it's going to be tough
the
to get.
Rangers, baby. Just to finish off the Islanders, they sit. I think they're in last right now, alone with like 8 points. Well, I believe they're playing tonight, or I don't know, but they're not looking too hot right now. But they still got a lot of time to turn it around.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about our Rangers. So the Rangers pretty hot right now. As you said, 3-0-1 in their last 4. Last 2 games. They beat Washington last night. That was a great game. We got 2 goals out of Ryan Strome. A crazy goal from Anthony Boteto. That was insane.
Wow. Yeah.
Then Igor Shesterkin, he's been out of his mind
great,
right now. The defense has looked good too, honestly.
Yeah.
I've liked what I've seen out of the Rangers recently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've been they were off to a slow start with lessons like Quinn. If we're gonna fire him like right off the bat now because we're like
They woke up a little bit.
We're like 1-5 or something like that. Yeah.
1-4, 1-3.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were 1-4-1.
Yeah, not great to start, but they've picked it up and the young guys look to be progressing, so that's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Keandre Miller, man, he's been
Oh, he's been
amazing.
great.
I love watching that kid. He looks
Looks like
great
a
out there.
vet.
Yeah, literally. Adam Fox, always good to.
Oh, Adam Fox and Kako.
Nah, they
Laughed with his first goal in the OT winner.
oh,
against
that's
Buffalo. Yep.
crazy.
Um,
So
The
right
young
now,
guys carried the team the whole season.
that's funny. Yeah, the
The veterans, they struggled early on. Mika, Kreider,
still with Meek.
Jerome. But now,
yeah,
you know,
Mika.
Panera, I mean, he's basically been good the whole season. I mean, he wasn't his dominant self early on, but his last few games, I mean, he had that two goal game. He's been
I
getting
mean, I have to.
every game.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
say
Now
Mika's
he's starting to
catching
get
up.
consistent.
Yep,
Panarin, yeah.
multiple
I have to
points.
say, I have
Well,
to say Mika's he's been playing better than he has to start the
face-offs
season.
look better. Yeah.
Yeah,
Face-offs, he was getting smoked early on.
like
But
he's looked more like into the game other than the start of the season where he didn't even know he was playing because he wasn't doing anything.
yeah, I
And
mean,
maybe that's because he's still like because he got COVID, obviously.
that's what I was
So,
gonna say too.
We don't.
maybe like the effects after. Maybe he's slow. And, I don't know.
I have faith in him.
Yeah.
He's an elite center. He'll bounce back for sure. I'm hoping that's Monday, but we'll see.
And Strom, he was getting pretty
He's got
criticized to start the season, and he's been
what does he got? 4 points in his last few games, I think.
yeah.
got-
I mean, two
he's been
goals
hot.
last night.
The top
Yeah,
line, top line, but second line, but Panarin, Strome.
God,
Oh, now that's the future. That's the line right there.
Mhm.
Kako, he's been playing well
Making
too.
his place
Now Quinn
Yeah.
is, allowing him to play.
as
I
he
hope
deserves.
hope he stays with
That
Panarin strong because you gotta want,
Mhm.
he needs to be exposed with those top guys and give him a chance, give him the shot, let him roam free. All right, and then hopefully the points come. So Hughes
God,
got to bounce back, and hopefully we see Kako continue to be strong, and the points will come.
He made a nice play last night. Where he took the puck out of the defensive zone and he created like a 2-on-1 chance. He got an assist on I think that was Strom's goal or yeah, that was Strom's second goal, I
remember
believe.
the embellishment call?
Oh my God.
That
That's
call
the
was
worst call I've
crazy.
ever seen. That's
Really?
so bad.
I was on call my dad, and then my TV's obviously delayed.
Yeah.
See that I'm like, where's the dive? Where's the embellishment? The guy just got kneed and fell to the ground. How do you call that diving? It's like when freaking last year against the Islanders, they called Panarin dive. And that wasn't a dive either. But this one was more blatant because this was clearly
That was pathetic. How do you
literally
call that?
no indication. No indication that he dove. Obviously, you don't get kneed. You can't dive after getting kneed.
What do you want him? What do you want him to stay up?
Yeah, unless he can jump. It's not like he jumped and like flopped.
Nah.
Yeah.
Like he was touched and flopped. No, he was literally kneed. Refs are
Yeah.
blind.
Nah, that dude. If I'm telling you right now, if the refs costed us that game, I would have been so mad. That would have been.
If they scored, oh my God,
That could have changed the game right there. The 4-on-4 when we should have had a power play. Thank God it didn't, but that would have been a disaster. Would not heard the end of that for that. I don't know the ref that called it, but that would have been.
Now, before all this little hot streak by the Rangers had some little
Tony D.
yeah, Tony D.
replace
You guys
Tony
want to talk
B.
about that?
Tony B now. Tony Batetta.
Yeah.
Tony B. We got the new Tony in town.
Tony D.
And Tony D on Twitter, supposedly his burner. He's not.
Yeah.
He was like, people are saying best Tony on the rain, best Tony. That what is like funny stuff like no, not true. Haha, funny stuff.
Yeah.
A little salty that he's gone. I mean, I'm not gonna be. I like Tony. I mean, I liked him as a Ranger. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't think we were gonna lock him up, long term. He got him signed to a bridge deal, but I think that they were trying. In the off season, I saw that they were looking for partners, see if they could find somebody. Because put up 53 points last year,
Pretty good.
less than 70 games. That's insane. now maybe you attribute that, he was on the power play. He was also with Panarin a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I saw that, a lot of his points, Panarin makes everybody better. Obviously, Strome,
Oh yeah.
had a good year, and he's picking it up because you're playing with one of the best players in hockey. So obviously, but still, but he did start off slow this year. Defense, obviously, not the best. He's not really a defensive player. And then, we saw from the
Situation.
press conference, obviously, Jeff Gorton, supposedly he got scratched. I mean, obviously, we saw he got scratched after the first game because of he slammed the door and got called for an extra penalty for the ref.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't think we should bench him for that anyways. I don't know why we
That
did.
ticked them off a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was frustrated. Okay, I don't. And then, so obviously the Rangers said one last
No.
straw to you, and we're gonna cut you. We're gonna put you on waivers, and they kept true to the word. I respect that. They said something, and they stuck true to it. But I don't know. Tony just good talent, just a little immature at times.
I always knew he was gone at some point. I didn't think he'd be here longer than like 2 years, like you said, because we have a lot of talent in that prospect pool on defense. We got what's his name? We got Braden Schneider. We got Nils Lundqvist, Zach Jones. We got a lot of names that could come up and take his spot that have a lot of potential. But I enjoyed Tony's time as a Ranger. He was good in last year, but it's sad to see how it ended with that situation.
Yeah.
But yeah,
At the moment, I guess, obviously Tony was about to play the puck, and then Georgiev came out there. I mean, I watched the video again, and I mean, I don't blame because Crosby was coming from behind, and the puck was in the corner. Got deep, and then Crosby's coming down with Tony, and then Georgiev saw him. I guess he wanted to, try to pick it back up.
Yeah.
that's
Tony
what started the beef, I believe.
The whole yeah.
And he looked, I guess he was probably affected the whole shift because then Crosby got the puck. He didn't go down and block the shot. He just stood up and moved his skate a little bit, but he let Crosby get that shot through, and he snuck it in the 5-hole. And then obviously Tony, we don't know what he said, but obviously he said something to Georgiev, and he got him.
Gave him a little.
Supposedly he punched him in the
Got booted.
Yeah, so they had some beef.
Yeah, you hate to see that within the team, but that's what happens when you're losing. That was earlier on. Thank God, it looks like they're turning it around a little bit. Hopefully, they keep it up.
Maybe he was the rough patch in the.
Well, I don't really know if some people see.
He was a good teammate.
Yeah.
They were sad for how it went down. I don't know, but they've won 2 games since, so
Maybe they that shows character. They came together and they moved past the situation, and they're playing good hockey now and winning some games. They're showing they can move past a situation like that.
And did you see yesterday Georgiev, Shesterkin and Panarin, they were going in the tunnel, and then Shesterkin.
I saw that. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that's.
They mocked it.
And Tony said,
Cracked me up.
I'm saying Tony. I mean, I assume it's him and his burner.
His burner, yeah.
He said something that's not good that he did that or whatever.
We'll pop these tweets on screen when we edit it.
And we can pop the video of it.
Yeah.
If we could.
Get serious if they want to win a cup, not foolishness.
I don't know if that's his burner, man. It probably is, but
I think it is.
I don't know.
I don't know, but I mean, it's really. I don't see it as being a troll. I mean, some person they sent one of those grabber links on
Oh my God.
his IP, and it was in Pittsburgh that day. And then he's
shoot.
the way the way this tweet. I don't know. I just think it's got to be Tony. The way he's tweeting and then going after P and saying "F you, F this." How did you know that? And then the guy said you've been traded to the Canucks, and he fell for it, and then he actually texted his agent.
Oh my God. I think
go to sleep.
it could be. Who knows? We got to dig into that a little more, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is.
Where do you see Tony getting traded?
Oh, that's a good question.
That's
Yeah, we didn't talk about that. I saw 2 teams. I think more than 2 actually, but the 2 I know off the top of my head are I think Vancouver's there too, but Los Angeles Kings and the Flames were there too. I'm seeing like rumors that maybe we trade Tony for Sam Bennett. He's like a center on the Flames, but I'd be okay with that. And we need some center depth,
Yeah.
but wherever he goes, I don't. We're obviously not getting that much. Maybe
Might have to
maybe
use
a decent player and like a for like a late pick or something. We'll see. But I think those are the few teams right now that are looking at Tony.
Yeah,
But
because not all teams have the money, so the Rangers will probably have to take back some money anyway.
oh yeah,
Teams they're probably going to want the Rangers to take back a contract, but I don't think the
I
Rangers
wouldn't do that.
because
What's
if
his?
worst case unless they get something of value, because the worst case scenario, I don't know, I saw they could buy him out and then like the buyout's not even that much or something.
That's what Friedman.
But
Frieden.
no, I think they want. I think they want to. They want to trade him. They want him to.
They will.
They don't want him to just sit on the sidelines for these months because in the press conference, they said they appreciated Tony. They liked Tony. He was good. In the club. In the locker room, whatever.
Mm.
So they didn't say anything bad. But then again, it could also be. Obviously, you're not going to trash talk the guy you're trying to trade. in a
Oh
press.
my God, yeah.
It's just he's not good. No,
Nah, you don't do that.
teams have been interested in him. So because, like I said, he
He's
had
got talent. He
yeah,
can be
he's
good.
got talent. He's just put the social media down, focus on playing. Don't get involved with
Exactly.
things that are trying to, troll, trying to bait you. I mean, that's what it is. He just gets baited so easily, and he falls for everything, and he just makes himself look bad. Like people already hate him because his politics. So
Yeah.
obviously, the people they're not going to change. They're going to just ignore it. Like most
Stay
people.
off the social media and you're good.
That's what he should do.
Yeah, social media gets with these players' heads.
For real.
They just
They're distracted by it and stuff.
Mm.
All right. I don't know if you guys got any more other points to make about like the Rangers or any other like hockey or but
you think they're a playoff team?
Rangers. They're right now they're 1 point out, so they battled themselves back in the race, but at the end they gotta play consistent. So, and I don't know, they're kind of young, so I see it hard being them being consistent, but I would love to see them make the playoffs. That'd be a huge experience for us.
Yeah, that'd be.
But we're in the race right now, so there's always a chance.
The Knicks and Rangers both playoffs MSG.
That'd be great. Two New Yorks,
That'd
2 hours.
How about that? Do you think the Islanders are gonna make it or Devils?
Devils,
I mean,
Devils. I don't know, honestly. They.
I mean, I feel like, I mean, with the whole COVID thing,
I mean, it's not like they're going to be down forever. They're going to come back after.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless
I mean, who knows? But then again, like you think, theory about Mika, maybe he hasn't completely recovered. I mean, you'd hope all the Devils will be fine, but who knows? And maybe 1, 2 of the guys, they're still affected by it, and maybe they slow down. You don't know. It's just weird.
Mhm. Islanders, they gotta get us a goal scorer, man. They I don't know. I don't see that team doing good as long as they get like a goal scorer, another goal scorer.
yeah, the Islanders need a goal scorer. Like that's why,
They're not scoring.
that's why, yeah, because um, that's why I was happy when the Devils took Holtz because he's a goal scorer and they would and they're and they're basically and they could they because without a couple players they would have an offense like that, which is not good.
Yeah, you don't want that. They're a good defensive team though, the Islanders. That's how they win their games. Defense. But so far that that offense is not doing anything and they're losing games.
Yeah. It's
So
not working
to
out.
be honest, I don't know if any of the three make the playoffs, but I don't want them to come out as biased, but either I guess the Rangers or Islanders have the best chance to make it. Or the Devils, if they continue, if they play well still, they have a chance too. But I'd say the Rangers, probably, if they keep playing like this, they can make it. But
Jack Hughes has been.
Hughes has been fantastic, yeah, for the Devils.
because I know if the Islanders, if they get hot, they could make it.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to count them out. They made the conference finals last year, and they
against Tampa.
They almost made the cup, so you don't want to count a team out like that.
No.
So that's why I'm not saying they're not making the playoffs this early on.
Yeah.
They can easily make it if they turn up or something.
Then again, but if we get by the end of this month, then it'll be a different story because it's only 56 games this year, so sometimes it's getting late early, as
Yep,
would say. So
Yep.
that's another thing.
at a certain point of all these teams, if they want to make the playoffs, they got to pick it up. Rangers have started to. We'll see if the
Mhm.
Islanders do. Devils obviously got to get healthy. Get all their guys back, obviously. So, but we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't think we're gonna make it, but I hope it's a fun season.
Yep.
If yes, the worst thing, we get top 10 pick and we draft
Mhm.
another good player. I don't think we're gonna get in the lottery again, but you never know.
Imagine.
Maybe we're actually lucky for the third time in a row. That would be a complete shock on my part. But you got a top 10 pick, you get a center. I would hope they could find a good center because we needed center depth.
Desperate need.
And then the offseason, they got to go and get another center. And they got to shore polls because next year they have to make the playoffs.
No
Absolutely.
doubt.
If they miss this year, next year is a guarantee. At that point this would be 4 years missed if we miss.
That's
So
bad.
you can't have 5 years missed. That would be 3 years wasted with Panarin
Oh my God.
and 3, guys getting. Then you're gonna have to start paying guys, and you haven't even made the playoffs yet. So it's gonna be problematic. So they have to start making it, whether it be this year or next year for sure, 100%.
Who knows if we ride out this hot streak, we're like in the spot pretty much. But we'll
Mhm.
see if they continue it.
Yeah, and we control our destiny. I mean, you play the teams that you're gonna be fighting for.
Yeah,
You're
literally.
playing the Bruins. You're playing the Penguins. Obviously, we lost 3 to Pittsburgh already. You're gonna play the Flyers. You're gonna play the Bruins.
Caps, we beat them.
Last year, and we got swept by Boston 2 last year. So
Jeez.
we got swept by both of those teams, and
Yeah.
we're not going to get swept. You can't.
Nah.
They're not gonna lose.
8 games. If you get swept 8 games, that's embarrassing.
Yeah. Yeah. No way we get swept 8 games.
6 is possible.
Yeah.
We're not going to make the playoffs like that. But we'll see. We're just going to enjoy it. The young guys, Keandre Miller's been insane. Trouba's
Oh my God, yeah.
still not
Truba's been solid recently.
Yeah, Truba.
8 block shots last night. What a game for him.
Go.
prove me wrong.
Everyone's really picked it up.
Yeah. They must have said something in that locker room.
Yeah, maybe Quinn finally riled them up. And
I think he's good at that. He's good to. He's
Yeah.
he's a hothead. So
I feel like he's quiet on the ice, but it's not on
he'll
the
say
ice,
stuff in the locker room.
coaching, but
Yeah.
locker room.
All right. We can probably move on to football now because we talked about hockey a little bit.
Mhm.
For football, there's 2 things we're probably going to talk about: the Jets and the Deshaun Watson rumors. Maybe the Giants, but who knows about that if they're really involved, and also the Super Bowl. But we'll talk about the Deshaun Watson first.
Yeah.
I think the Jets should really try to get him because they need a quarterback. We know Sam Darnold isn't the guy at quarterback, unfortunately. So it's gonna be a hefty price to get him. I'm hearing like 3 first-round picks. They want a defensive player too, which I don't
Yeah.
want anything to do with because that's obviously Quentin Williams, and I don't want to do that.
I mean, I wouldn't want to trade him. He could be the next
He's gonna be a
big
stud
thing.
now.
Yeah.
I love
I mean,
Quentin.
the Jets have a good shot to get Deshaun
I
Watson.
think
mean,
we do.
We could maybe if they want bless.
If not the best chance
Maybe.
to get him.
I'm. Everyone's saying we're the favorites, but let's actually hope it's true because,
Yeah,
like,
I think we have the best chance.
honestly,
We have a lot of draft capital. We had the second pick in the draft, which people underestimate that. Like that's the
That's really
second
huge.
pick in the draft is huge.
that's
Like-
that's
Like
like
all these other teams have draft picks up like first round in the 20s, but
the
we
Dolphins
have
are too. But
number 2. Oh, Dolphins have number.
That's
Great.
the problem. Dolphins.
I'm scared of
Yeah.
that team, man. We
Dolphins,
cannot let him go in the division. If we don't get him, we have to
If-
do
if
anything in
the-
our power to
If
stop
the
them.
Dolphins get him, then the AFC East is
They're gonna run that. They have a
Okay,
very
so
good
that's-
team. That team's insane. The defense, they had a good they had a good year this
Great
year.
coach in Flores. Hopefully Salah is
I love Robert
good.
Saleh.
Yeah,
I
well,
think he's gonna be I think he's gonna be a good
Yeah.
coach.
None
But
of us thought he would be a coach, but he's a good
yeah,
hire.
he was not my like I didn't expect him to be hired. I thought we were gonna look at someone else. But like I didn't even think we had a chance at getting him, honestly. I thought he was
Yeah.
locked in at going to
I
the
thought we were
Lions or
just like
something.
getting Arthur Smith or
Saying
some
he's
offensive guy, but
he's a good coach too, but I'm saying
yeah,
Salo is like one of the top candidates, but we got him somehow.
yeah.
I love that hire.
I mean, I guess we were all pretty scared when he left without a deal and
Oh
then
my
went to
God.
Philly. The
I thought we
interview
were
with
gonna
him.
lose him.
all gas, no break.
Yeah,
I guess
I love
you see the Bills freaking tweeted that. I got the Chiefs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All
He's
gas, no break.
he's high energy. He's gonna fire up everyone in the locker room.
Oh
He's
yeah,
gonna get them to
definitely.
show up every Sunday.
See, that's why I don't think Quinnen is gonna leave because
Nah, no,
Salah left.
they're not gonna let the Jets include Quinnen in a
Yeah.
Watson deal. And I don't want to do that anyway. I want them to be here for a while, be a franchise defensive player for us.
Yep.
And like the most I'm doing for Watson is 2 to 3 firsts, and like I just want to do picks, man. I don't want to trade players. I want to do like 2 or 3
Yeah.
firsts.
Yeah,
But,
we
mean,
have
and
the
also
15 picks in the next 2 years.
yeah.
We have enough to get it done. The
Mhm.
thing is, the Texans say they don't want to trade him.
That's all cap.
I mean, that's
I don't get it because
we'll be come back in 2 months and then we'll see how it changes. Watson has no intention of playing for them.
Nope.
A lot
no
of picks,
way. After that hire, like, are you kidding me?
yeah,
Yeah, they jerk that guy around so much.
They still
they
say
completely blew him off with everything they've done the last year.
He has the right to get out of there.
Last few months after he signed the extension, like you don't do that to your franchise guy that you're building the team around, and they just alienate him, and he wants to go. So hopefully, we get him. If
And
not
if-
us, then anybody else but the Dolphins.
oh yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And if analysts want to say, oh, the Texans don't want to trade him, well, I mean, yeah, I mean, he's happy he doesn't want to get traded. Then, I mean, just they still had Eric Bieniemy on the board with David Coley or whatever.
And they didn't.
Nothing against Coley,
mean,
but I don't
that-
think he's gonna be a good coach. He
That-
was the Ravens wide receiver coach, and like what's his name? Hollywood or any of the other receivers didn't really progress
Mhm.
too well with him.
And
I wish him luck, but we'll see. I don't know.
yeah,
What's it called?
and Bieniemy was one of Watson's favorites.
Yeah, he was the top option he wanted there.
Be the coach, and they didn't even pick him.
He was, I think he was one of like the final guys there, but they chose this guy over him.
Yeah, it was the final guys. It was Coley, him, and
Either
I heard
way,
Josh McCown.
that would have been interesting.
Yeah.
Either way, I don't think he would have stayed Watson. He just wants out of the Houston no matter what. And don't forget,
Yeah.
like he controls his destiny. Is that no trade clause? So I think he'd want to play for the Jets. I'd hope so, but
I mean,
let's see.
Reportedly, we're not his
some
preferred destination, but I think
Nah, not preferred, but he'd
not
probably be
preferred.
okay.
Yeah, as long as
I mean, I think he'd be okay.
Yeah,
I think he'd be okay with playing with any team.
that's
Yeah.
what they're saying that he may
Anywhere but Houston.
yeah.
I mean, I don't.
What do you guys want to give up for him? Like just
I'll
picks,
give it
right?
I'll give it the second. The Seahawks pick a first next year. Darnold.
Yeah,
Or-
Darnold. Man.
If they don't want Darnold, then I'll throw in not the second round, but maybe probably a second round pick in there too. Second or
Yeah.
third.
Maybe
If that's what it takes, it's gonna take a good amount.
Yep.
But if it drags out, maybe we get him for. I mean, the GM is not Bill O'Brien. He's not an idiot.
Yeah.
Trades DeAndre Hopkins, our freaking running back.
Oh my God.
That
The
was
GM now is the Patriots.
started. Why did Watson even sign after that? He shouldn't have.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
dumb.
He should have realized that they're just retarded.
he
mean,
messed up big time.
the new guy is a Patriots, the Patriots guy, so maybe
He's not
he's.
bad.
No, I mean, look at Joe Judge with the Giants. He was a past guy. No one thought he would be the leader
Hey,
who.
He did good with the Giants, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If that guy gets Watson to stay, I'll praise him because that'd be crazy if he changes
Yeah.
his mind somehow. I highly doubt it though.
Mhm.
No, he's in town.
No.
And I just
I
want to get like
I
imagine
want him so bad, dude.
Oh,
I want this guy
yeah.
so bad.
John Watson and Jet Green, New York City.
Oh, that looks so good. I want
That'd be amazing.
Like-
you get that excitement back over the Jets. The new coach, new quarterback, a lot of money in the offseason.
New elite quarterback, top 5.
Yeah, something we never
I
seen.
mean, mhm.
If
Which-
not Watson, though, who do you guys want in number 2?
I so in the past I wanted Fields, but I want Wilson. I think he has so much potential, and someone else is going on my. He's like this guy's going up on my board too. Trey Lance, that kid looks good too. I wouldn't take him at 2, but I think he's gonna be a stud. But I'm saying Wilson at 2. What do you guys want? If we
I
don't
don't
get
know.
Watson,
I mean, I'd be okay with Fields or Wilson, but the only problem I have with Wilson is he plays in a garbage conference. Like
yeah.
they don't play any really good teams. With
You gotta look
Ohio
at
State
potential though.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, you can't. His arm is just amazing,
He's got a laser.
and his accuracy is good too. But Fields, I mean, played again with Ohio State, Big
He
Ten
was
team.
good too.
He showed this year he was he was
He beat
I don't
Trevor
know.
Lawrence.
Yeah, and oh yeah, and
That was a big statement.
Fiesta Bowl. He destroyed Clemson.
Oh
He
yeah.
went on for what 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, that was a crazy
Yeah.
game. After
Or
that
did
game,
nothing.
I got like super high on him. I'm like, we gotta take this kid right now. But like
Yeah. But
the next
it's gonna
game,
be
he played
hard.
a tough team. But yeah, I still like him. We
And
gotta
who knows if because maybe we're not only in for trading Watson, maybe because we checked in on
I
Matthew
saw that, yeah.
Stafford when he got traded to the Rams. So
Probably just do
maybe
Mhm.
yeah.
Why? Who else would you
Maybe
think
we-
we would trade for?
Donald's a goner.
Yeah,
mean-
no doubt.
We failed him, but I think
Yeah, I mean, it sucks, dude. I thought he was the guy, but just bad GM.
Gase.
like Cagnon and Gase. I don't know.
Gase.
Makes sense. It
Uh,
didn't make sense that they allowed
Thank
him.
God Woody's coming back.
What was that?
Thank God Woody's coming back.
Oh yeah, he's a big game on there. So maybe he'll push Watson. Hopefully,
Christopher Johnson, he tried, but
he's not the biggest. He's not the best.
I think he just
Gase was a mistake from the beginning. Nobody liked that. move.
Yup.
no one. I remember I saw a post about him. I'm like, oh yeah, there's no way we're hiring. Next couple days after,
I couldn't believe it.
Like, what?
Like, how do you hire a coach that was just fired and do the division? What did they see? Because Peyton Manning said something.
Yeah.
Because he had good freaking he did good with Tannehill for about what? a
Oh
year.
man.
What a waste. And then additionally,
Yeah, Peyton Manning too.
yeah, Peyton.
Freaking.
Well,
This-
now looks like we're moving forward in a good direction.
Now looks like we're good GM. Joe
Finally,
Douglas.
looking good. I love Joe Douglas.
Ability.
That guy knows what he's doing.
Looks like she has a
good plan.
draft
like-
picks. Got a lot of them. Just gotta hit.
The Jets have
Gotta get
potential.
good prospects
do.
out of the draft. QB, if not, well, if you don't.
There's a
trade
lot
for
of options on QB. I'm confident whatever QB we have next year is gonna be a good player. Either
Well,
if it's Watson, Fields, Wilson, Lance, whoever. I
maybe
think
with that second pick, second pick in the first round, get O lineman or wide receiver. I don't
Not
know.
right receiver.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, what if we
Yeah.
still have Sam? Or
Well, no, I'm saying like the second pick in the
Oh,
first round.
second pick.
oh yeah, no, yeah, that's a good idea. We
Yes, the
definitely
wide
got
receiver, O lineman.
Yeah, they'll do one of those.
That's what they should
And
do.
And we have a great offensive mind, that offense coordinator, and
I love our coaching staff. It's a solid coaching
what's his
staff.
first name again? Mike LaFleur.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's Mike, yeah.
Yeah,
Matt's
his
the
brothers on the Packers.
Packers head coach, yeah. So
Yeah, he's
Yeah, we're gonna be busy in free agency.
it's gonna be an exciting off season.
What
Well,
receiver do you think we're gonna get? I know this is
bad thing is that Allen Robinson. I mean, if
I think we're gonna get a Robinson if we get Watson.
I like our
yeah,
chances.
yeah.
We gotta probably get Watson first for Robinson.
If we don't get Robinson, there's still good options for a wide
yeah.
receiver. Kenny Galladay,
Godwin.
Godwin. I like if we.
Godwin.
I think Godwin's coming if we don't get Robinson.
If we get Godwin, that
The Giants.
Godwin, Mims, Herndon.
Giants have a chance
Herndon,
on some of these guys too.
Yeah, Giants. Yeah.
Lewis, you
I mean,
probably
probably
want
not Watson,
Robinson,
though, they
right?
said they wanted to take the Wa-
I mean, it depends how. I mean, like, I mean, probably one of the biggest question marks, Dave Gettleman.
he shouldn't be.
I mean, I feel the Giants actually have an underrated defense. I'll be honest about that, but they gotta.
Yeah, their defense.
Yeah, Leonard
They
Williams.
showed up.
I can't believe that he
They're
turned
off.
his career around. With the,
Yeah,
with the
Leonard
team,
was-
he went across the locker room and he's like a star now. I guess.
Yeah.
No,
And
no, but on a real note, Dave Gettleman is just
You don't like him?
I don't know, poverty.
So that's a little
Yeah,
inside joke.
he
about
should have been gone. He's, I don't know. If
Not John. What do you
they
think?
have to help Daniel Jones this year with
If
wide
they-
receivers.
Yeah, Lewis. What do
Yeah,
you think?
we'll let Lewis talk about the Giants. What do you want them
Yeah.
to do and stuff? And how do you feel about them?
Daniel Jones at quarterback.
I mean, like I feel like Daniel Jones, he was like a good. I mean, like I feel like the most they might get him to the playoffs, but I mean, they need a wide receiver. They need a few more defensive guys because I mean, like they need. Cause like I feel like with a healthy Saquon, with like a couple good wide receivers, I feel like they could become like a good maybe playoff contender to get into the playoffs.
Especially pass.
Yeah, with that division. Now it could get really good next year.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I mean it could because
Washington looks good.
They got a quarterback. They're favorites, probably.
Yeah, who do you think the football team's gonna get?
Who knows?
I
Probably.
mean,
Well, it's on Stafford, so.
I think they'd draft a Q. Wait, I don't even know what pick they have, but
Well, they-
maybe they draft a QB and
when are they gonna choose a name?
But-
I don't want to keep calling the football team.
Literally.
Still the Redskins.
No.
Sorry if that's not PC, but still the Redskins.
Yeah, they're still the Redskins.
Nah, but that Giants offense would be nasty. Healthy Saquon,
Daniel Jones.
Allen
Yeah.
Robinson, maybe if not Robinson. I'm hoping the Jets get him, but the Giants have a good chance too. If they get
Yeah.
they get one of the two big receivers, I see them getting that.
Well,
would be-
A lot
I
of money.
think wherever Watson goes, Robinson.
Yeah, he's been retweeting, tweeting stuff,
Yeah,
acting kind of sus on social media. Yeah. So
I just hope Watson goes to the Jets.
we deserve it. We need a quarterback, but I don't know. Do you guys got anything else to say about the Jets? If not, we'll close it out with one more. Or Giants, Lewis, or nah? I think we're good about that. So.
Oh wait, Lewis, how do you like Joe Judge? Do you like
Oh
him?
yeah.
I mean, like I mean, I thought he did pretty good. I mean, like, they just need to like fill in those few holes, and then I feel like they'll be fine. I mean, like,
Yeah, they're pretty solid. They could be a pretty solid team.
yeah, because they were very competitive this year.
Yeah.
I like Judge. I feel like he's a pretty good coach for them. He,
Jones just needs to take that step forward in the third year.
yup,
Yeah,
Give him
Pat
help.
Shermer was a joke.
yeah. What's it called? We can talk about the Super Bowl now to finish off. It's not related to New York sports, but like
Yes.
it's a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's a Super Bowl. You got
biggest game of the NFL season.
Yep.
And in that game, the Kansas City Chiefs are going against Tampa Bay Bucks. That's obviously a very that's I
a
love that
very
matchup.
big game. You know, Mahomes
Tom
and
Brady
Brady.
versus
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes, the young goat versus
Also
the
the first time ever Super Bowl where we played at the home.
The host of the
Oh
stadium.
yeah, that's true. I forgot
That's
about
crazy.
that.
Tampa Bay fans this year. I mean,
Wow. Yeah.
I think right the team that like nobody no. Well, to be fair, I mean the Lightning they always sell out, but the Rays they don't get anybody. And we got all three Tampa teams. They've been in
Yeah.
the finals this year. Who do
Oh
you
my-
guys think is gonna pull it out? I don't know. I'm going for the Chiefs,
Me
but I
too.
just feel like Brady's just gonna
I'm
pull
going
it.
for the Chiefs,